recently, researchers found a massive jellyfish that they said could be as large as a school bus named the Phantom Jelly, 820 feet below the ocean surface.
What kind of school bus we talking about? Like the normal school bus or like the short school bus?
I would assume a normal school bus. It would be weird if they meant the short school bus.
You think if they meant the short one, they would have.
They would have said.
Yeah, specifically said the small school.
You know how they like to exaggerate things, though.
Right. Absolutely.
Welcome to the Jellyfish Manifesto. Today's guest is Brian Stangel. He is the owner of CPO Pool Services in the Shelby County, Miami County area.
So we cover Champaign County, Logan County, Miami County, and Shelby County.
Awesome. So welcome to the show. What got you started into pool services?
Well, I grew up with a pool. I've always had a pool for most of my life. And most of my favorite memories growing up were in or around a pool. So creating a safe, healthy environment for families to create those memories for themselves was a big driver behind that. I just really enjoy doing it also. I always have fun. I know it sounds weird, but like skimming a pool and just running the vacuum it's fun for me.
I mean, it's kind of like the power wash simulator, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
It's funny how many of those games are like service industry based too, like the truck driver simulator.
Yeah.
Kind of like I've never driven a truck, but I think it'd be kind of cool to see what it would be like in a way without actually having to do it, because it sounds kind of dangerous, actually.
It's definitely not the safest job.
Right.
Yeah. Everyone plays those games, and they're like, oh, this is so relaxing. Doing it in real life is not relaxing. Like, power washing is exhausting.
It is.
Yeah.
We did some pressure washing last year for a client of ours because they had you could tell on the concrete around the pool where the cover had been and where the cover wasn't. And I just told him, I was like, hey, you may want to think about getting this pressure washed. And he couldn't find anybody to get to him on his schedule when he wanted them to come out. So I quoted him on pressure washing, and then I had my friend's daughter came out and helped me get all the pressure washing done. We did all that. Mm-hmm. And it was very taxing. Very taxing.
Yeah, I had to pressure wash the side of a house one time, and it sucked. Have like all these like extended things, like it was going like all the way to that smoke detector up there, and I was like, "This is heavy."
Yeah, and the longer those wands are, the harder it is to control.
Yeah. So, what would be kind of like the hardest job you've done so far?
With the pool company?
Yeah.
I would say like the service stuff. We did a full filtration system change out last year for a client of ours. They had a really old system, an old filtration system that was really worn out. So just getting everything together and measuring things out and putting everything together in a way that was both easy to take apart and efficiently running was kind of the most challenging part of that. But even then, that's kind of the creative stuff, because I didn't want to use the same plumbing style that they had before, because the two filtration systems were different heights. Like I couldn't really reuse a whole lot of stuff, but you have to be able to put junctions in to be able to take stuff apart for the wintertime and stuff. That was probably just the most challenging thing, was just being able to plan that and plumb it correctly.
Another question, because you said you had a pool growing up. Do you have a pool currently?
Yes.
Okay.
So, and that's kind of the funny thing is the pool that I have now is the one that I had growing up.
Oh, really?
Back in the end of October, right around Halloween time, I moved back in with my parents because they're getting older. They have a large property, and them trying to keep up on everything is quite a bit of a challenge for them. So I moved back in to kind of help out, especially through the winter time, because with my dad being older, he shouldn't be out shoveling snow.
Right.
We heat the house with wood, so him cutting and splitting wood all the time, it's just, they needed some help, so I decided to move back in with them at the end of last year.
That's nice of you. Yeah. A lot of people look down about like moving in with your parents again, but like there's nothing wrong with it.
It's crazy that like we as a society here in the States view that as such a negative, but like every other country has multi-generational homes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have 3-4 generations in the same home, and that's the norm. But for us, it's like, no, like that's weird. Why do you do that?
Yeah, it's like you don't have an apartment by yourself. What are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just it's such a weird thing that it's like that. But the nice thing is that with my parents getting older, in the end of their lives, because we all know that that's coming at some point, I'm going to be able to be there to enjoy that time with them before I don't have that opportunity anymore. So it's really important to me to be able to do that.
yeah, that's definitely a nice benefit of it.
Yeah. Talking about shoveling, I bought a snow pusher, and those are really cool. Like, it's the scooped little ones that you shove along the driveway. I have a long driveway. I'm sure you noticed when you came in, but it is tough, so.
You want to come shovel my driveway? It's a quarter mile long.
I hate shoveling. I'm such... I really don't like it. Eventually, I'm going to buy a snowblower, but it's not... It's hard to buy one right now because everybody bought a snowblower, so everybody is sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait till summer when they're on discount.
I know.
Right now through like mid-May when they start putting them away. That's a great time to buy them. A lot of places will put like the 2025 stuff on clearance because they want to get rid of it because next year they're going to get all the 2026 models in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now's a great time to buy one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want a snowblower. I think
So do I. I don't need one because I just have a sidewalk in front of my house, but like I just want
You
one.
should get a snow pusher. They're better for you because shoveling is bad on your heart, I guess.
But then I don't look as cool as I would with a snowblower.
I don't know. Snow pushers are pretty cool. So what kind of surfaces do you do with CPO?
So I actually brought my cards because I knew this was going to be a question, and I always forget at least one of them. So services, spring openings, weekly cleanings, fall closings, on-site water testing, green to clear cleaning, routine maintenance, and, of course, service.
Yeah.
We focus mostly on cleaning stuff because I think most people lack the time and the energy after working all week to really focus on getting the pools clean. And then chemical balancing is kind of our two focus points.
So what keeps you busy during the winter?
Nothing. No. No. So kind of the way that works is this year, just because like the situation was kind of different going into this year. 2025 was actually our first full-time season. And I wasn't going to have enough saved up through the company to be able to sustain personal bills throughout the wintertime while also keeping services affordable. So I took a part-time, well, not part-time. I was going to say part-time. I took a temporary position through Express Employment Professionals here in Sydney, and I work at Plastipack through the week.
So this year is coming up for you. What are some things that you plan on doing differently now that you have 2025 to look back on?
One of the things that's a little bit different, and I always hate saying it, but our prices have to change. There has to be a margin of profitability, or we would just not be able to be in business. So our prices did have to go up a little bit for some things. But I did decrease prices for other things because I realized that there was too high of a profitability. Because I like to keep things fair.
Right.
I've never been the type of business person that wants to just take all your money and barely give you a service. Like, we really focus on detail and making sure that things are done properly the first time. Because going back out to redo something we've already done costs more in time and energy and chemicals and everything than just doing it right the first time. So that's one of the things that's different. We've changed a little bit of our process. We're going to be adding job forms in so that we have a checklist of things that are done each time that we're there. Or if it's not done, there's a note of why that didn't need done or shouldn't have been done. And then that gets sent out to the clients as well. We added an AI chat feature to our website, which I didn't want to do anything with AI, but I needed something in place that could answer basic questions. We don't post prices anywhere, so the chatbot doesn't know anything about our prices. But the chatbot can schedule appointments for us. It can take a client's information, get them in our system, and then we can reach back out to them. If you ask it a question that it doesn't know the answer to because I haven't told it the answer, it will ask, would you like us to reach out to the team to get the answer? And then it sends me an email, and then I can reply directly to the client with whatever that question is, the answer to that.
Is that working out for you so far? Because I was a handyman for a little bit, and my boss had the AI thing going, and he lost customers because of it.
I can't really speak on it too much yet. I mean, it's so early in the season,
Right.
With where we're at in the year, to have really seen anybody use it. Literally, I'm the only one who's used it so far, and mostly because like the questions that it can answer it's pretty much all in the website. If you read everything on the website, you'll have your answer already anyway, other than pricing.
Right.
So we'll see how it goes. If I don't find that it's beneficial, I'll just get rid of it. One of the things that I'm adding this year too is I'm actually going to have an office manager, because missed calls for me has been a big problem. I can't be elbows deep in a pool or have wet chlorinated hands and then try to answer a phone call and then take client information while I'm doing that kind of stuff. So I've looked at things that were keeping me from being able to serve clients better and well, and those are the kind of changes I'm making. Whatever helps me help people more is kind of what we're focusing on right now.
That's important. That's nice. So when me and you were talking on Messenger beforehand,
Yeah.
you said a big thing for you is to help other local businesses and such. What is a way that you're looking to help other local businesses?
So one of the things that we've been doing the most is following pages, and then sharing posts out. So if a company has a sale going on or something, as soon as I see it, I like it, share it, and get it out through the business page and my personal page. When I can, if I'm out somewhere, so we cover a pretty large area. So I follow businesses from all over the place. But I don't follow like corporations. I follow small local businesses. When I need to get lunch, it's somewhere locally owned. It's never, I never just swing through Wendy's real quick because, it's easy. I want to go somewhere new, get something different. I don't want to have the same food all the time. That's one of the things that we're doing currently. I'm trying to come up with other ideas of ways to support them a little bit more. But it's it takes time to kind of figure those things out sometimes.
100%, yeah.
One of the things that I just did was I went to the Miami County Home and Outdoor Living Show. I got all the business cards. And if they're a local company, I followed them on Facebook. And then when my clients ask me, hey, do you know a good plumber, a good electrician? Do you know a good landscaper, anything like that? Then I have those cards to point out like, hey, these people cover your area. I met them at the home show. They seem like a great company. Give them a call. Because even if I can't monetarily support them, I can at least let other people know ways that they can.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I think trade shows are a good place to network.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was actually a lot of fun yesterday. I didn't really know what to expect going in because that was like the first home show I've been to in a very, very long time. But it was a lot of fun. Everybody was super nice, except for one guy. He was very dismissive. The moment he realized that I wasn't there to get anything from him other than information, he was like, he kind of just turned away.
Yeah, I hate when people are like that.
But, it is what it is. So one of the things that I do too is when I can, like I said, to support local business, like all of our customized merch, like my work shirts, my jacket, and some other things. I had some towels made last year by VEC Design Co. They're a local company here right in Sydney. This year we're going to be doing some giveaway stuff. We're going to be playing scavenger hunt picture bingo. So it's going to be all pool related stuff. So you snap a picture. When you have bingo, you send us the 5 pictures. We match it up to the squares, and then you can win prizes. One of the prizes that you can win are going to be tumblers. Another one's going to be towels, and all of those are going to come from local companies. The towels are coming from Refined Crafts out of Lakeview or Russell's Point. I think it's Lakeview. I forget exactly where they're located at, but I just ordered those. Those were super cool. So anything that we do like that is going to come from local places. We're going to be doing a geocache giveaway. So it's not like a regular geocache. It's just I'm going to put money somewhere, anywhere between $5 and $50 in a waterproof container, hide it, and then give people the location, and then they can find it.
That's awesome.
So if you follow us on Facebook, that's how you'll know where it's at. Or Instagram, actually. I'll probably post it to both. So if you're a follower, you could win.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like watching the geocache videos. They're pretty cool. Like trying to figure out how to get something out. It's really interesting.
And that was like my whole thing. I was watching a bunch of those videos, and that's why I was like, man, I could just give away cash by doing that. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
And it drives engagement. I mean, one of the best things that we can really do for free is literally just to engage online with businesses that we want to support.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost anything to like, comment, and share. But we'll be on the other end of that giving money away.
So there's always that awkward pause where I'm waiting for John to ask a question or if I need to.
You got this. You got this.
Thank God for editing, right?
Yeah.
I don't edit those out, so it's cool. Do you ever have like a dream pool you would like to work on?
Indoor pools. They're so much easier. There's way less to clean because there's not going to be leaves and sticks and stuff in there generally. But they also don't use like conditioner to stabilize the chlorine. Cyanuric acid is like sunblock for chlorine, and that's one of the problems with outdoor pools is trying to keep that level exactly where it should be. Because too low, the chlorine goes away too fast. Too high, and then the chlorine can't even sanitize the water like it's supposed to. Trying to keep that balance right there in the middle, exactly where it should be, is sometimes a bit of a challenge. Because the more the sun shines, the more that goes away too. All of it degrades over time. So yeah, indoor pools. That'd be the one thing that I really, really want to do. But
so then, what's like the worst kind of pool for someone to own?
Oh, it's kind of a bad question. And not a bad question, sorry. That's kind of a hard question to answer. And I know it sounds mean. I hate above ground pools. I really do. They're so hard to clean. They're so hard to vacuum because they're 4 or 5 feet tall. You're standing outside of it trying to vacuum and brush walls, and you have to pull the brush or the vacuum towards you, and they're just so much more challenging in that aspect. However, everything's so much more easy to access as far as the pump and the filtration system. So like it's kind of a give and take. Like there's good things and bad things to both kinds of pools. In-ground pools are kind of worse because all the plumbing's underground. So finding a leak, getting that leak repaired and stuff like that is just so much more challenging. And I don't dig. So if there is a leak somewhere, I might be able to track it down, but we don't dig to be able to actually fix it. So if it's below the ground, we'll recommend somebody, but that's about as far as we can go with it.
You just gotta rent an excavator and go for it.
No, I know way too many people that have them. I don't even want to. I don't want to get into that.
So much upkeep.
So that's another reason why we don't build pools and we don't replace liners. There are already so many good companies that do those kinds of things, and there's really not any pool cleaners in the 4 counties that we service other than us. Actually, there is. In Logan County now, Advanced Pools is actually going to start cleaning pools.
Oh, really?
I just found that out a couple months ago. But they've been building pools for a very long time. They're a great company. So we do have a little bit of competition up in Logan County and specifically around Indian Lake area. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes. But I like them. I think they're a good company. I think they've always done good work. So, I mean, as long as it's good, friendly competition, we're definitely okay with that.
Right.
Exactly.
That's why I could never talk bad about any company that I'm in competition with in any way, shape, or form, because there's so many pools that we're only in competition with ourselves realistically. I don't know how their price points are going to be, but I know our prices were super fair because we price matched a company in Pennsylvania, and they were almost double us per visit, and they also charge for chemicals on top of that. Our chemicals are built into the cost of the service.
That's nice.
So it makes it easier for us because then we don't have to collect sales tax and then remit sales tax.
Right.
We pay the sales tax when we buy the chemicals, and that's it. It makes things a lot easier for us. And I did forget to mention, because I was talking about chemicals just now, one of the things that, as far as supporting local that we do, I'm contracted directly with a chemical supplier, but I still buy almost all of my chemicals from Sydney Ace Hardware.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because
Sydney has a
we
nice
both
Ace
win.
hardware. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that store.
Yeah. It's nice.
If I can't find something, if I ask somebody, they can probably order it.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't find a first aid kit, but I needed one, and I was like, "Hey, can you guys get first aid kits?" And she's like, "Yeah, absolutely." So they ordered me a first aid kit for my car because the day before I got chemicals in my eye. It was a bad day, and I was like, "I need eye wash. I need a first aid kit that has eye wash." So they were able to order it for me, and I had it within a couple of days.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's where I bought that snow pusher from.
Oh, yeah.
It was the Sydney Ace Hardware. They're just a nice store, and it's
Yeah.
a weird store because they have like
Kinda.
it's a house pretty much that they made into an Ace.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I really like that store.
So did you go downstairs?
I've been downstairs. Yeah.
It's so cool. I love
yeah.
going
It's
down.
so cool.
I mean, it's cool for a hardware store.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, to be honest, but
I was just telling somebody last week that I'm becoming an Ace Hardware guy. So
Right.
yeah, it's nice.
And that store will turn you into an Ace guy.
Yeah.
Once you go in, you'll be like, "Oh, yes."
Yeah.
Because
so-
it has like this. It's just a real nice, welcoming environment. Everybody's
Yeah.
super friendly. I really hate talking bad about companies, but it's not like you walk into Lowe's and nobody pays attention to you, and you're
Yeah.
walking down an aisle for 20 minutes, looking at the same thing, and you see 5 people walk by you and they don't really say anything. You go in there and you actually get greeted 99% of the time. And everybody's really nice. I like going there. That's why I'm like, I buy everything from there.
yeah.
It's not easier. It's not cheaper, but it supports them, it supports us, and makes everybody happy.
see, I always feel like a lot of people say a lot of bad crap about Home Depot. But I feel like in the time that I was a handyman, Home Depot was the only place that like people were excited to help you and try to figure things out. And meanwhile, like Menards, like they always seem like they didn't want to help you.
I think it depends on who's working at Menards, because I used to work at Menards, and if I saw anybody within, if you were within 20 feet of me, I would come over and say, hey, how you doing today? What can we do for you? What are you looking
See,
for?
I've never had that experience at Menards.
I think the weird thing with me about Home Depot is every time I go, there's like 20 employees and maybe one says something to me. So,
Really?
yeah. So I think we're just having different experiences.
Maybe it's the time of day.
Ma-
Like I
could
said,
be,
sometimes it just
could
depends
be.
on who's working.
Yeah. I also always look confused when I'm at Home Depot. So I,
I think
don't know.
everybody
Yeah.
looks confused at Home Depot.
I mean, I like looking at the tool chest and stuff. I never buy one, but I think it's cool. But Ace everybody is so friendly at Ace. I do
Yeah.
really like Ace.
Yeah. And they do a lot more than a lot of people think,
Yeah.
honestly.
And I think the one in Sydney is locally owned.
Yes.
A lot of them are locally
Say, I
owned
think a
for
lot of
Hardware,
Ace
yeah.
Hardwares are local franchises.
Yeah, so I do like that.
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's the way it is with
I think
Ace.
so. I think that's like the Ace business model.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some corporate stores, but
Yeah.
most of them are like franchises.
I had a question.
So I had a question too.
Yeah. So
we do this a lot.
no, I'm saying like since you paused,
Oh,
I was like,
okay.
oh, I do have a question.
Right.
So have you seen any like really interesting pools?
Yes. Not in actually in our service area at all. It was down in Waynesville. We had a lady call that was just kind of desperate. Their pool was like a kidney-shaped pool. And when I opened it up, I was like, what is going on with this pool? Like, I've never seen a pool shaped like this. But it was a kidney-shaped pool. It had two different sets of steps. The one set of steps was really, really big. And it was like a sun lounge type area. The other one was just a small set of steps. But at the like 3-foot level, it had a ledge that ran all the way around it. And then it had a slide at the deep end, no diving board. But it had these little brass fittings. There was like 6 of them by the pool. I never really paid attention to them. I didn't think much of it. I was just like, oh, it's just a feature of the concrete. It's, whatever. It's not my bread and butter. Not what I'm here for. And as I started getting the pool open, getting the pumps on, I turned a valve, and then whoosh, they were fountains. There were 6 fountains around their pool that just sprayed water across the pool, and I was like,
awesome.
"That's so cool!" But I didn't even know that that's what they were. But they like when the water pressure hits, they like pop up. So when you close the valve, they just sit back down so you don't trip on them. But it was super cool. It was one of the coolest things I've seen so far, as far as the fun stuff that haven't seen before. I mean, I've seen a ton of pools with slides and different types of slides, but that was pretty neat.
Yeah, that sounds so cool. I really like seeing those in-ground pools that have the like automatic pool covers.
Yeah.
Those are really nice. I have a friend that their parents have one, and it's like they just push a button and the pool's covered. It's great.
They're so nice.
Yeah.
So nice. And the one thing that on a lot of them, because that cover's so thick and it gets so hot, it's almost like a solar pool heater.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it heats the pool. It's really nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, you don't have to put a different cover on during the winter time. Like most people, they have like your winter cover, and then during the summer you have a solar cover with like the little bubbles. Taking those things on and off is so frustrating sometimes.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Especially when it's just me. If I'm trying to take a solar cover off and it's just me and it's a large pool, it's sometimes challenging, but you know, I got to be able to see what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah.
So do a lot of people around here have like heated pools, or?
It's about a third of all pools are heated for this area specifically. Like Miami County has 2,468 at my last count in-ground pools. About a third of those were heated.
How do you get that information?
Google Maps, and a lot of times. So before I even decided to go into this venture full time, I literally just spent hours upon hours scouring Google Maps up and down every single road of every county, and created a spreadsheet that had all the addresses of pools that were visible, about how big that pool was, whether the yard was fenced or not, if I could tell. Just so I had an idea of how viable the business was going to be. Once I had that list, and I was like, yeah, there's so many pools. That's when I was like, I'm just doing it. But yeah, it was just a lot of time in Google Maps. A lot of time. I bet it was at least 20 hours worth of just scouring Google Maps for each county.
Because I was like,
a lot of roads.
I know for the most part you need like a permit and stuff to have a pool, and so I was like, I didn't know if there was a database to like the county websites. Or
there's probably a way easier way to go about doing what I did. I mean, the auditor's got to have some kind of database that has all that information already listed in it, and it would probably tell me the exact gallonage of that pool. But if we always do things the easy way, we never know how to do it the hard way.
That's true. Exactly.
Yeah. So what's normally like the process for cleaning a pool then?
So kind of the step-by-step when we get there is the first thing I do is test the chemical levels. It's a comprehensive test. We test 7 different things. 6 mostly. I don't check the cyanuric acid every single visit because once I have a baseline and I know about where it's at, it doesn't really fluctuate very much. So unless I have a problem, unless something seems off, then I'll test it. So I do the chemical testing first, then I get vacuuming and skimming, and then at the end, I clean the filtration system. And then right before I leave, that's when I do the chemical adjustments, and then I usually wait, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then I retest the water, just to make sure that what I did was effective and everything's right where it should be.
Here's a good question I just thought of. The robot cleaners for pools. How do you feel about those?
Personally, I do not think that they're worth the money. They're good for picking up debris, but they don't scrub the surface at all. They don't trap algae almost at all. They're good for stirring it up, especially if you have like an above ground pool that doesn't have a bottom drain, so it's not pulling that water from the base of the pool. They're good for keeping the water stirred up at minimum. Most of them I don't think are worth it. They're not really cleaning as much as you think they're cleaning. What is it? Aper? It looks like Viper, but it's not Viper. They sell them at Walmart. I know a lot of people that have them because they're battery operated. They're pretty light. They're okay if you have leaves and stuff, but beyond that, they're not really cleaning that much.
I was gonna say I don't have a pool, but I've seen them at Walmart, and I was like, "Oh, those look cool," but I guess not.
Yeah, so they're probably good for like the pre-cleaning.
Yeah, they're good for like upkeep between actual cleanings.
Yeah.
Just for getting like debris and stuff out of the pools, but beyond that, it needs so much more attention than that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know people that they'll run a robot vacuum in there almost every single day just to get the debris out, and then they brush everything, and they never have a problem with their pool. If that works for you, that's great. But for me, that's just not enough for me. I want the pool to be really clean.
So, if someone takes like general good care of their pool, how often would you say that like they would need a professional cleaning service then?
We pretty much do weeklies. I'll do bi-weeklies. It's just a little harder on the schedule, honestly. But really, you should be doing really in-depth chemical checking and chemical balancing once a week. If you're capable of doing it yourself, every other week would be fine. If not, at least every week. I do have a client that I almost talked them into going to twice a week because he's always gone. He's always doing something. He's very busy. So what I was going to do is do one on Tuesday and then one on Friday. But we were doing so well with everything, and his levels were staying great, even though I was only there once a week, and I was the only one touching the pool. Like, they weren't checking the chemicals or cleaning at all throughout the week. It was staying so good that I was like, never mind. We're fine with this one. It's not that big of a deal.
So then, is it more cheaper? Is it cheap to have you come out and test the water and everything?
So it's free for cleaning clients, regardless. No matter what kind of cleaning it is, we're going to test the water. Because chemicals are built in. So we need to know where it's going to be at so we can make sure it's correct when we leave. If you're not a cleaning client, it's $30 per test. It seems a little steep, but those reagents for the chemical testing, are not cheap. Plus drive time. So, like I said, we cover 4 counties. So if I'm driving to the northeast corner of Logan County, that's quite a bit of a drive to do for nothing. So we charge 30 no matter where it's at.
I don't think that sounds too steep. I mean,
that's definitely doable.
It sounds steep
it's
to me.
yeah,
It sounds steep to me.
because I mean that means you're keeping up on the pool. I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's more for like people that just don't have time to get their sample to a pool store. Because most pool stores, even Sydney Ace Hardware, they'll test your water for free. If you can bring a sample to them, they'll test it. They're doing the exact same test that I do. I just do it on site instead of you having to bring it to me. So if your water's getting cloudy or getting green, and you're testing it and everything's telling you that it's correct, I'll come out and test it, see where everything's at from a little bit of a more lab style test, and then give you recommendations on it for only $30.
See, I thought you were gonna say like you only need to test it and like clean it like every month or.
Oh,
So
no.
like I was kind of shocked when you were like, well, weekly is probably best, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, weekly, especially after heavy rain. If we have a heavy rain, sometimes I just go back to some houses that I've already been to. Like if I was just at your house 2 days ago, and then we have a really heavy rain and a lot of wind, I'm coming back over. I might stop over just to see if there's debris in the pool. If there is, I'm going to take it out. But while I'm there, I'm going to check the water, make sure that the level stayed good. Because if they didn't, by the time I come next week, it could be green.
Right.
So
It's nice of you to keep up on that, though.
yeah, I mean, our clients are the reason that we're here. So it just makes sense to do what I would do if it was me,
Right.
or what I would want if it was me. Like if I was paying a pool guy to take care of my pool, I would want him to know that, yeah, it just rained really heavily. I know I've got to go out and check it, and I'll probably have to shock it, or after a heavy usage, like let's say you have a barbecue for, you got 75 people over and 50 people are in the pool. After that's over, you really need to check those levels and get everything resituated and get it shocked properly to make sure it's a safe, healthy swimming environment still. So when we do like our yearly service agreements, or even if you sign up just for the weekly cleanings, like you can open and close it yourself, but you just don't have time to do the cleanings. We always give everybody 2 bonus cleanings. And basically, those are for if you're having a barbecue. Like I come out and service your pool on Thursdays. I'm there every Thursday. But you're having a barbecue on a weekend, on a Friday or a Saturday. We'll schedule another appointment that following Monday or Tuesday, just to kind of recoup whatever happened throughout the weekend, because there were so many people in it. So just a little bonus thing that we do for everybody. Haven't had anybody use them yet, which is kind of crazy. But we also really haven't had much of a need for that. I mean, everybody's pools stay pretty clean, and we keep them healthy as much as we can, and so we haven't had to use the extras. But they're always there, just in case.
Yeah, it's nice to have the offer, though. You know.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's a decent number of people that don't use the pool very often. So, like my friend's family that has that really nice in-ground pool, they don't swim that much. They have the pool, they're not using it very often.
Yeah, I mean, I have a client, or I had a client last year. He'll be a client again this year. I already know that. They didn't touch their pool all season last season, not once.
Yeah,
That I know of. As far as I know, they didn't touch it all season last season.
See, I've always said if I had a pool, I'd be in there every day.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that, and I can tell you from experience, even living with a pool, let alone how many times that, because like you can kind of tell when people have been in their pool throughout the week between appointments. If I see the same stack of towels, nobody's been in that pool for a week. Nobody's been in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody always says they'll be in it every day. And it's really nice to do that, but it kind of gets old a little bit when it's every single day. So like I really like swimming. I love being in the pool. But if I was doing it every day, at some point I would just get tired of it.
Yeah.
So
And I think a lot of people that can like afford an in-ground pool, they're too busy to swim, you know?
a lot of times.
Yeah. Because my friend's parents, like one of them's in Norse and then his dad works 12-hour shifts. They just don't have time to swim.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And that's kind of the other part of why I do this, because if you don't have time to swim, you probably don't have time to do the upkeep that's necessary
yeah.
to keep that pool healthy and safe. But if I can give back a little bit of that time by having us come out and do all that stuff for you, then your chances of being able to use it more are raised. And that's it's a big part of why we do this.
So what's kind of like your 5-year plan from now?
Ooh, 5 years. Let's see. So the goal is to, long term, I won't talk short term at all. The goal is to grow each of the counties to a point that we hire somebody and train them specifically, and that's their county, that's their area. Right now, it's just me. So if you get weekly cleaning appointments, it's me that shows up at your house. Eventually, we'll hire people to cover certain areas, and that'll take me out of that area, but that'll allow us to move into new areas. So we might move into Mercer County or maybe Montgomery County because there's a lot of pools down there too. Once I have all those spots filled, then we'll just keep growing and growing, moving further and further out from where we're at now. There's even some talks about a franchise in another state.
That's awesome.
So maybe possibly that'll happen. I'm hoping this like the end of this year, but it might be the end of next year, possibly.
That's awesome.
My nephew lives out there, so he lives in Nevada, just outside of Vegas. There's a ton of pools out there.
Oh yeah.
Lots of higher income folks. So we've been talking about franchising out there. So if that happens, then my winters will be filled by working up here during my season and then going down there and working with him through his season and then come back up here and do my season.
That'd be awesome for you.
Just do pools all the time.
Yeah.
That's the dream. That's the goal. That's where that's where I'm trying to head.
It's a good way to make it less seasonal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those states are great for this sort of walk.
Yeah. I mean, there are certain areas of certain states out there that you would think it's just open all year long, but they have seasons where they close pools completely, kind of like what we do in Ohio. It's just that close time is a lot shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say it still gets cold in Nevada.
Yeah,
but-
it still gets cold. It's just not for very long.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was told the nights in Nevada get really cold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like crazy cold.
The
Like the
one time I
deserts.
went to Utah, which I know it's not Nevada, but it's right next to it. Like, even though it's cold, it's not that cold, because there's less humidity and everything in the air. So, like, if you're in shade, like during the summer, like, it's cool. It's not hot.
Right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, here in Ohio, if you're in the shade, it's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy how different areas can be different like that.
Well, Ohio's not always this seasonal either. Because I had a few years ago, I got my roof fixed in December. And they were like, hey, nobody's hiring us because it's winter. So they sent everybody to do it. Like, I had probably 8 people on my roof. But they sent everybody out. And they're like, it's winter, but it's 60 degrees. So we can do a roof.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
sometimes the winters are very mild. I'm sure
Yeah.
that this winter was so cold.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be some pools with some damage because it got as cold as it did. The pools weren't closed properly. We're going to be out fixing stuff. More than likely. So, yeah.
I know a lot of people in Minnesota, it was like negative 20 degrees for like a month
Yeah.
in Minnesota. So I couldn't imagine those states.
Did you see where they were talking about exploding trees? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
What? Exploding trees?
Yeah, I had
What are
to
y'all
watch a
talking
video to believe it. I
I
was
guess
like,
it's
that's
a
crazy.
really big problem in the south when it gets cold because in the north the trees are built for the cold more. We have more
Right.
like evergreens and stuff, but in the south there's too much moisture in the tree. So if you get like super cold, it just freezes and expands and blows up the tree.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, it's insane. I've seen a couple of the videos and it's crazy.
Yeah, it's such a weird concept that happens.
Yeah.
But I mean, in that same vein, there's those like the ground freeze earthquakes. It's such a bizarre phenomenon
Yeah.
that happens. It's like, what is going on? What do you mean that happens? Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I will say we get lucky with that kind of stuff. We don't have a lot of that. That would be awful.
Pretty mild winters, but yeah, this
Yeah.
one was just, and it's
Yeah,
been so windy this winter.
Yeah.
It's been crazy. I almost died on the highway a couple weeks ago because of wind.
Yeah.
I was driving, it was fine. I got to Anna on 75, and it was just like white out as soon as I got to Anna. And of course, I'm doing 75 on the highway. I got my cruise control on, and a gust of wind came and hit me one direction, and about spun me out towards a car, and then the gust of wind from their car pushed me the opposite direction, and I was just. Meanwhile, my cruise control is on. I'm just sliding all over the road. It's like the scariest thing.
Yeah, I also had problems in Anna this year because I was driving to the Honda factory and I hit like a big patch of ice because they did not take very good care of that road. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Gotta love country roads.
yeah, it's crazy because the Honda factory is on that road. It is like the largest factory I've ever seen. I don't walk there, but I had to go there for something, and it's like a tiny town with a factory that employs 3,000 people. Like it's
There's more people that work at Honda
Yeah.
than live in Anna.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
And if you think that Honda's big, go to Marysville.
Yeah,
I mean, that place is ginormous. Even Russell's Point's pretty dang.
yeah. I guess the Anna Honda employs the most people in Ohio out of all of the Honda sites.
Huh.
And they make like the engines in
Yeah.
Anna, but the one in Troy might employ more people, but it's not all Honda employees. These are all Honda employees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Troy.
Troy has the Honda plant.
That's just a warehouse.
I know, that's what I'm saying. They're not technically Honda employees, most of them.
Yeah.
They're like other, like sub companies that make things for Honda or warehouse things for Honda.
Just ship
So,
it out.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
interesting stuff.
Yeah.
My wife works at Honda.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so she, we were talking about it, and it's like 2,800 in Anna or something. It's almost 3,000 people.
Jeez.
Yeah. They have a doctor and a gym, and it's like a small town. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how Russell's Point is. They have like a full gym at
Yeah.
that facility. There's a nurse on staff, I think all the time, if not just first and second shift.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they always have a nurse. It's a pretty big facility in itself.
Yep.
So what would you say to someone who wants to get into pool cleaning or pool services in general?
Ooh. Get your certification, your CPO certification first. If you can't pass that, don't even attempt it. Because you're going to mess stuff up, and it's dangerous. That would be my recommendation. If you enjoy pools, you want to do pools, get your certification. Go for that first. Try that, or just watch a bunch of YouTube videos first. Honestly, see what pool cleaners are actually doing, because I think a lot of people think that it's incredibly easy work, which for the most part, a lot of things are. But the chemical side it's a bit dangerous. People can mix the wrong chemicals if they don't know what they're doing, and they're going to hurt themselves and other people. We had a client last year that told us that they had a pool company that had come out and was maintaining their water, but it was burning the hair off their legs. I mean, those kind of things can happen. So that pool certification, the CPO pool certification, is that it kind of keeps that kind of stuff from being a problem. So if you can pass that, do it. It's fun, honestly. If you enjoy pools, you want to be around pools, do it. fun.
Yeah. Chlorine's not very safe. Like, as
No.
a chemical, it's not very safe.
No, and it's not even just chlorine. I mean, I poured what 200 and I poured 200 and some gallons of acid last year
Yeah.
into pools. Like it's a lot. There's really dangerous chemicals you're working with, and if you're not handling them properly, if you're not putting them in at the right times and in the right order, bad things can happen. If you haven't seen them yet, some really fun videos are automatic chlorinator explosions.
Yeah.
Those are insane videos. So basically, they put the wrong chlorine in the pool. That water goes through that automatic chlorinator, mixes with the chlorine that's there, and then that container explodes because it gets basically catches fire in water. In a manner of speaking, it's insane.
Yeah.
It builds too much pressure too fast.
I'll have to look those up. I like watching videos like that.
It looks dangerous, super dangerous. So you always just have to know what the chemicals you're working with, what they're capable of, and especially what they're capable of if mixed with other stuff.
Yeah.
And timing things to be done in the right aspect and at the right time is very, very important. But it can be a good moneymaker, honestly. I don't make a great living, but I'm not in it to get rich. I'm just in it to provide a service for people and hopefully employ some other people here in the near future and keep everybody happy and healthy and moving forward in life.
I was about to say you're only by yourself, so like eventually you're going to be making like a crap ton of money once you
There
expand
is
more.
that option. I mean, I know other pool company owners that they make a ton of money. But one thing that I noticed that's consistent across the board with those guys is they also don't pay their people very well. So they're just making a bunch of money off the work of other people. And that's just never something I've been able to bring myself to do.
Right.
I think everybody needs to be paid fairly for what they do. So like this past season for closings, it's really difficult to close a pool by yourself. I worked with 6 different subcontractors that came out and helped with me to close pools. So basically the way that I broke it down is there was never a point in time that I made more for that close than the person that was working with me. And I try to keep it pretty fair like that. And if there's like a discount that I didn't accommodate for when I had told them what I was going to pay them for that comes out of my pocket. I don't then reduce what I'm paying them because of that. I try to be as fair and honest about it as possible. Because everybody needs to make their money and to be able to continue doing what you do. So I try to make sure that they're taken care of before I am. Because at some point I'll make it up somewhere somehow.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
try to keep it fair.
Well, thank you so much for being on the Jellyfish Manifesto.
It's been great.
Nice to meet you.
You as well.
Okay. Bye.